Let me just first start off by saying that it's truly wonderful to see two people so happy together with so much to look forward to. Myself, on the other hand, I'm a bachelor by choice. Well, sometimes it's my own, but mostly it's the choice of the other women I dated. I'd like to take a moment to point out that the bridesmaids look absolutely phenomenal today. And only rightly outshone by our stunning bride, Alison. Doesn't she look just absolutely radiant? Now, I've been told before that the best man's speech should last as long as the bridegroom's love. Thanks, good night. Pete, seriously, this really is an honor that I don't really deserve. I'm not the best man. I'm just a good guy trying to make it in this crazy world. The real best man is you. You're sitting here beside me, and my friend Pete, I can't thank you enough for giving me the honor and the privilege to be your best man. And now, I'm going to show you how absolutely foolish that was of you. So, the bride, I'm sure, realizes that Pete has had several relationships in the past. And she would very much appreciate it that if any of them are here and have keys to a place, to please return them up here to the head of the table now.
Where's my key? Give me a key. I need a key.
I didn't give them a key.
Thank you.
Oh, Gary.
Thank you very much. So, it may come as a shock to hear, but speech writing doesn't exactly come natural to me. I know, right? So when Pete asked me to be his best man, well, I went and I did what almost anyone these days with question does. I turned to the internet for help. And, after about 3 or 4 minutes looking around, well, I found some pretty good stuff. And then I found out I was looking up speeches. Now, I'm told it's the job of the best man to embarrass the groom as much as possible. But, I gotta say, Pete does a pretty good job of embarrassing himself. Peter was born on the 16th of February. Now, I was hoping to link that to some important historical event, but it turns out absolutely nothing relevant happened. Although, I did manage to find that all the doctors and nurses of the ward in that hospital still referred to him as Ugly Baby Tuesday. So, back when Pete and Allie first met, it was, for lack of better terms, irregular circumstances. Allie was just coming back from the Toronto airport from dropping off some friends, and she was meeting up some other friends here in Trenton, here at Tim Hortons. And she ended up being convinced to go to a Halloween party, where at the last minute she decided to dress up as a hot schoolgirl. Well, it just so happens that Pete was also at that same party.
Unlike schoolgirls.
Now, what Allie has never known until just now is that Pete wasn't actually dressed in any costume. When I think back to how me and Pete first met, we were both trying out for the 9 Megan team. We didn't have too much in common. I was a young airborne in the Army, and Pete was a seasoned AVN tech, which knew nothing really about. Apparently he fixes the planes that I jump out of, or whatever. But, see, me and Pete, we both have the attention span of about a 12-year-old combined. Which is why we get along so well. We both ended up choosing to march at the back of the pack like a couple of wannabe cool kids. And we really started to get to talk to a whole bunch to each other about ourselves. And after about 10 kilometers of marching, that's when I started to realize we actually do have lots in common. We both think of ourselves as completely and utterly awesome. And wanted to ensure that each other knew that. After about a month or so, I got to meet Alison a few times. And after spending a plethora of time at your house and really getting to know you, and almost having my own room there, I really started to have Pete and Allie as really great friends. A few weeks later, Pete and I, we were on a 30-kilometer march, and he turned to me and asked, "What do you think of marriage?" And I replied, "Well, Pete, I'm flattered, but this is a military march." I really did spend the better part of a year at Pete and Allie's. They are such impeccable friends. They've really taken care of me. I remember on more than one occasion, Allie would go and text me around 6 or so at night and say, "Hey, have you eaten dinner?" And be like, "No, I haven't ordered your house yet." Allison, you really are an amazing woman. You've taken Haley as one of your own. You're still very talented, gorgeous, understanding, and absolutely beautiful. You really do deserve a good husband, but unfortunately, Pete already got to you. Pete, my friend, my words alone can't say enough about you. You're such a devoted father, a loving husband, an impeccable friend, and sorry, buddy, I can't read your writing.
Awesome! Awesome!
I'd just like to say to the both of you to please always remember these feelings in this moment, whether it be a year from now or 50 years from now, that you have been such an inspiration into so many lives, including my own. A great quote that I love is, "To the world, you are one person, but to one person, you may be the world." And I just want to say thank you to you both for being my world. Now, if you'll all please join me in raising your glasses to the love and to the laughter and to the happily ever after. To Pete and Allie.
How about a nice round of applause for Isaac? And now we're going to ask the maid of honor to come forward. Laura Lee, please come to the podium, please. Awesome. Give it up for Laura Lee.